So before I go any further, I just moved into university around like half a week ago around there. So progress has been pretty damn slow. I've been partying a shit ton and just having fun in the new apartment and with my roommates. They're fucking awesome. Love all of them. But hopefully there'll be a progress video out within the next few days and I will start trying to upload a bit more. I'm still getting used to all my classes and trying to figure out which classes I need to focus on and which classes I can get away with slacking off in because that's how you fucking do college, I guess. But this video is going to be talking about the recent controversy surrounding the YouTuber A Friend or Dovidas or WhiteCat22, whatever you want to refer to him as. And I was going to make something similar to this video a while ago, like right before he got into some more controversy. I didn't think that would be the end of it, so I wanted to wait. And plus, I don't like giving my opinion on things without doing a lot of research and taking time to think about it because I feel like not a lot of people do that and it could give people the wrong idea about how they actually think about something. Because like the community is really, especially the RuneScape community, we are pretty bad when it comes to like outrage culture, like people literally sending death threats within the hour of something happening. It's pretty bad, and no one actually takes the time to sit down and just think about like everyone else's point of view. Look at other people's opinions, look at multiple points of views. I feel like there just aren't a lot of people that do that, so that's why I try to not give my opinion day of something happens. So A Friend is one of the most popular RuneScape YouTubers. I think he's the second most popular behind SparkMac. And he has been very popular. He used to have like a series way back in like 2012, like loot from 10 hours up. He would just kill something for 10 hours, and it was like usually a new boss or a new Slayer monster and just see what the profit would be like. And that was really popular. And then when Old School came out, he switched to that. He made progress videos, and I think his most popular was his Hardcore Iron Man series. He had a very, very good Hardcore Iron Man. Then he died because he fucked up for like literally no reason. Like it was such a stupid death. And he died on, I have the video pulled up, September 8th of last year, so almost a year ago. And then from that point on, his content, in my opinion, it was that point where his content just started getting a lot worse. He put less effort into his videos. It seemed like he just didn't play RuneScape as much as he used to, which is understandable. Losing your hardcore status when it's that far or when you've put that much time into it would make anybody want to not play as much. That doesn't excuse his recent behaviors. And so after his hardcore died, he made a new one, I think like a month after or something, and then that died pretty quickly just because he fucked up again. And then in March of this year, A Friend announced that he was going to be taking donations, and he usually, this is RuneScape donations, not real life donations. And usually he does this like once a year for the Make-A-Wish? No, the Well of Good Wish or something, where you can put in RuneScape gold, and however much gold you put in, Jagex will donate X amount of dollars to some charity. And he used to take donations for that. Well, I think he still does, but he takes donations for that. So he can just dump like 20 bill into the well, and then that's like 20 grand or something donated. But this wasn't like that. He just took donations just because he said that he wanted to spend the money for brand new content when it came out, like for if a new weapon came out, he could buy it day one. And the community was pretty split on this. His hardcore fans were like, oh, this will be great, but the thing was he never did use the money for that. I don't even think he's tried Theater of Blood. He bought the scythe and tested it like a couple months after the Theater of Blood came out. And actually the first video he made after the donation video, I think he got donated 6 bill, was him giving 150 mil to an obvious scammer, so that pissed everybody off. And then in June, about 2 months ago, he took a sponsorship from a Bitcoin gambling website, which is already pretty shady. And he received a fuck ton of money from this. Well, we assume so, because SparkMac got offered like 96 grand from the same company, so we can only assume that A Friend got a little bit less than that, because SparkMac obviously being more popular than A Friend, and he's also a streamer. So he made a video, and then I think he took it down the day after, and he posted a comment he re-uploaded the video without the gambling advertisement, and he posted a comment saying like, this is a re-upload without it, I'm sorry, I won't sell out again. And everybody flipped their shit. Everyone's saying that like his career is dead and he's like slowly killing off his YouTube, which might be a bit overkill to say that he's intentionally killing his YouTube channel, but it definitely wasn't going in a positive direction. And no, actually yesterday, I don't know when this video is going to be up, but yesterday, as in Thursday, he took the sponsorship again by the same company, and it was a bit different this time because the people that gave him the sponsorship also gave him 1 bill in RuneScape Gold for him to stake at like the Sand Casino or whatever, and that's technically real world trading. So a few hours after that video was up, Jagex banned all of his accounts, and then he made a video saying that he's made a lot of mistakes recently and he's sorry, and he said he didn't care about the accounts that were banned and he just wants to start fresh. But there were a couple things worth pointing out in this video. It wasn't just like an apology and stuff like that. For one, he said that he was moving to live with his girlfriend, so it's a really bad time for this to happen because he makes RuneScape videos. So if he makes a new account, then it might just get banned on site because he's not allowed to be playing RuneScape. So that means he can't make videos on RuneScape, which basically means he kind of lost his job. And also one thing worth noting was he said that he felt trapped on the account that he was given 6 bill on in donations. And I don't know if he should have worded it like that because it kind of seems like he's blaming his viewers in a sense. I don't know if that was his intention or not, but I could see why people could come across it like that. And I think his accounts are still banned. I mean, I checked like a little bit ago and they still were, but we haven't really heard much back from him or Jagex about the whole situation. But basically, he was asking like, hey, can I start a new account so I can make videos? I'll change. I won't take any more sponsorships. I won't promote gambling, blah, blah, blah. Like he said, he just wanted to start fresh. And that's where we are now. And honestly, I don't want to say I want him to continue playing RuneScape, but at the same time, I want him to because I genuinely enjoy his content. If I could just see into the... It depends. It depends. Like, if Jagex does let him make a new account and play RuneScape, and his videos go back to the way they used to be, then yes, I would want him to play, but we aren't guaranteed that. For all we know, he could get unbanned and then the next day just like be lazy with his videos. And if that's the case, then yes, I do want him to stay banned. But we don't know that. So I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm new. I don't know what kind of stance I take on this. I completely disagree with his decisions where taking the donations, that I don't know why he did that. Because he hasn't used his donation money. He made one video and it was testing Scythe at new bosses. And I think that's the only video he's made with the donation money other than the one where he gave 150 mil to a scammer. But he claimed that that wasn't the donation money, that was his money, when he easily just could have used the donation money and then been like, oh shit, people are mad I used the donation money. And then he just took 150 mil of his own money and then added it to the donation pile. Just like, see guys, I still have all the exact same fucking cash stack that I had earlier. So we don't really know if he really did use the donation money because it could have been covered up super easily. So that being said, I'm kind of leaning towards him wanting to stay banned because he's proven himself in the past to where he won't stay true to his word. So what makes us believe that he will stay true to his word this time if he hasn't in the past, you know? It's that kind of thing. Now, as far as his decisions on the sponsorship, I think it's ridiculous when people say, like, oh, it doesn't matter how much money you were offered. You still shouldn't have done this. If you were offered, oh, fuck me. Oh, I just took a mage hit. I just took 2 mage hits. My fucking sheets. I was not paying attention. Like, let's be real. Anybody here would have taken whatever amount he got offered. SparkMatt got offered $96,000 for a 1-minute advertisement in a singular video. That's fucking retarded. Like, a retarded amount of money. Like, a stupidly retarded amount of money. Like, honestly, if I could negotiate with them, if I was in a friend's position and I could have negotiated with them, if they just said, like, if they gave me the option to take an amount of money and then do exactly as a friend did, I would not have done it. But I would have negotiated for maybe a little bit less. Because in his first sponsored video, he didn't say, like, yeah, remember, if you're under 18, don't do this. And then he didn't link anything about gambling addiction. He just basically said, hey, look, gambling site, look at me winning. He just didn't care about anybody's safety. It was like they just gave him a script and he just went with it. The second time around, he did a little bit better, but he still could have done a lot more. So that's what I mean when I say, like, I would have taken the money, but I would have negotiated with them, because I would have said, like, okay, listen, I'll do it, but only if I can say, you know, you have to be over 18. Make sure you don't get addicted. If you're like not financially stable, don't do this because you can and probably will lose money. Stuff like that. Obviously, they wouldn't want me to say that, so I doubt it'd work out. But if I could do that, then fuck yeah, I would take that fucking money any day. And you're stupid if you wouldn't. If you can figure out a way to negotiate with them and then have a respectable disclaimer on the video without pissing off the actual advertisers, then yeah, you'd be stupid to not fucking take that sponsorship. And that's probably what he was thinking. He was like, he's not in a financially stable position because he's completely moving. He's going to a new place. He needs a lot of funds. So they just slapped him with this amount of money, and they were thinking, and he was thinking, holy shit, I literally just need to make one video, and then boom, I'm set. I don't have to worry about money for the next couple months, maybe like even the next year. I just hit a 42 with my blowpipe, holy fuck. So on one hand, I can see the position he's coming from, but on the other hand, I still disagree with his actions. Like, I can understand why he did it. It seems like he's not in a financially stable position. He gets offered a fuck ton of money to do something that's relatively simple, and then he just did it without thinking. But on the other hand, it's like there were little to no disclaimers. It's like he made it seem like you would win all the time, and he just didn't really do a good job of presenting to his viewers Stake.com. Like, obviously, he probably made Stake.com really fucking happy, but he just didn't consider how his viewers would react. There's no doubt in my mind that he thought that we'd react negatively. I don't think he thought that there would be this kind of reaction, though. And he's been to RuneFest before, and he's met a lot of really famous content creators, and they've all said that he's really fun to be around as a person. And if you've been on Reddit, you will see screenshots of him like telling people to fuck off and shit like that, being a little bit toxic. But I mean, don't act like you haven't said anything online like that at least one point in your life. And if you say things like that all the time, that's one thing. But if it's just one time, like once a week, once a month, then it doesn't really define you as a person. And from what I've heard, a friend is like a really fun person to be around in real life. So that being said, I'm hoping that this is a wake-up call for him, saying like, okay, I need to start taking this more seriously. Like, he needs to stop treating it as a game. And before I say this, if you aren't having fun at your job, you should not be there unless you're making a ridiculous amount of money, like a friend probably is. But he probably needs to start treating this as more of his job rather than just a game that he can play for an hour and make a video on it. Because he's definitely not treating this like a job. He's been slacking a lot. He set the bar pretty damn high a few years ago when he was in his prime, and he just hasn't been able to hit that since. So basically, if I was a CEO of Jagex and I was given the decision to unban him or keep him banned, I would probably give him one more chance because he's been with RuneScape for so damn long, and honestly, I don't think it should be up to Jagex to determine whether or not someone quite literally keeps their job. Obviously, it's their game. They can do whatever the fuck they want to. But like literally an hour after all of his accounts got banned, he removed the video and made an apology video, basically begging Jagex to let him keep at least one brand new account to the person that gave it to him in the first place, the person from the sponsorship. But that was probably real world traded as well. So actually, that point's completely irrelevant because that account got banned that he has the 2 bill on, so he can't even give it back. But he reacted quickly. It's not like he reached out to Jagex and then made the apology video. He basically made the apology video and said like, you know, please let me come back. I'll change, blah, blah, blah. So if I were Jagex, I would give him one more chance, but I would keep a close eye on him. And I was discussing this earlier. If he's killing his career and Jagex is keeping a close eye on him, he either has to work hard to revitalize his career or it's just going to die naturally. And what I mean by that is, let's say Jagex unbans one or lets him keep an account to play on. His only source of income is making good videos. So if he keeps making shit videos, his subscribers aren't going to increase as fast as they used to, and he's just going to start slowly getting less views. So either A, he works really hard in his videos, revitalizes his career, starts gaining more subs, or B, he slacks off like he used to, and his average views and subscribers just start to slowly decline, which will kill his career. And then obviously, if he decides to sell out again, Jagex can ban him on spot and this time keep him permanently banned. That's why I feel like it's just not in Jagex's place to determine someone's career, but obviously it's their game and they can do whatever they want. And and I'm not gonna. Again, I like to think of things from both points of view. Like, yes, I'm saying that, but if Jagex does keep him permanently banned, I can completely understand that. So basically, no matter what happens, I can understand why that happened, and I literally I can't be upset if Jagex keeps him banned. It is completely under their right to do that. He broke the rules. He should suffer the consequences. If Jagex decides to unban him, I could understand that. He's been with the community for such a long time, and I also understand that no one deserves special treatment. But I think there have been some accounts of real world traders not getting a perm ban, just getting like a 2-week ban or something. So if they decide to do that, then that's understandable. Basically, whatever happens, it won't be like a shock to me, and it shouldn't be a shock to anybody. And like I said earlier, if I could just know what would happen if he was unbanned, then I'd be able to make a decision because I want him to continue. I want him to go back to his old ways and keep making entertaining videos, but I just don't know if he's going to do that. So if he does work hard and he does try to bring positivity to the community, then yes, I would want him to be unbanned, but we just don't know that. So I'm going to try to remain neutral here. So yeah, I had this structured for a little bit, and then it fucked up like all my fucking videos do. But yeah, that's just my opinion, and I hope you got something out of this. I don't know. I'm tired, and I'm going to a party in like an hour, so like, you're